Alrighty, here we go. It is a best of 3 between these two players here on Ruins of Saras, the first of which spawning in the top right. Representing Flipside Tactics, it is puCK. And his opponent in the bottom right, representing that sexy teal as well as Romania, and I believe his team is Neurosoft, it is NightEnD. Now remember, these two have met before, kind of joking in the lobby saying that they've never played before, but puCK was able to take it the last time they played, but he did a lot of sneaky plays. NightEnD might be hip to those now, as we do have them meeting once again. So we'll see if puCK has something else up his sleeve, or if NightEnD might have kind of conjured something up himself. We already see puCK going for that scout. Is going to be able to get it on the first try, most likely, as he heads on over to the bottom right. But the opener that he has chosen is going to be a double gas one. See how many probes he does put in there. As it looks like NightEnD is only going to be sticking on one gas for now. So, to put a little something in perspective here, these two players once again have met before. puCK was able to take the series, but they have two different styles, right? So NightEnD seems to really like his adept play, while puCK was going more into blink stalkers, mixing in some disruptors, and even doing some sneaky stuff like hidden bases and double to triple Stargate, some crazy stuff like that. But NightEnD definitely seems to be focusing more on this gateway composition, and we'll see if he's able to take this one here, or if he's maybe switched up his style. You know, the adept has changed since they have last met. Doesn't have as much HP anymore, but there is that new upgrade that gives it that 45% attack speed upgrade. So I don't think we've really seen it in action yet. It got researched in one of the other games, but it didn't really have much of, I would say, it didn't really make much of a difference, at least. We didn't see it actually get used too much. It was kind of a hectic game. So, puCK deciding to go with the double gas opener into a very early expansion, while NightEnD did delay his gas for a little and goes for an expansion himself. So nothing too crazy going on at the moment. And NightEnD, unfortunately, is going to be scouting in the wrong direction. Decided to go for the cross position first here. Not going to work out for him, and that also means that there's going to be a lot more mining time lost for him. And if he goes to the bottom left, then that's even more. So maybe he's just kind of going cross to at least see if... no, he went for the bottom left first, so he knows exactly where puCK is now, up in the top right. And now that he does know that, he's decided to drop down a robotics facility in order to defend his zone expansion, which is already complete, as well as puCK, so who's going for the Twilight in a very quick blink. So getting out those units really fast, the Stalker will be coming out. We may see a very, very strong attack coming out of puCK upon saturation of these two bases, and NightEnD opening up with that robotics will at least have the capability of making units that will do very well against blink stalkers, but maybe he'll drop down a robotics bay and go right into disruptors or something like that. So, puCK gonna go ahead in there, not gonna commit to the shade ability of that adept. Gets into the natural, sees exactly how much saturation is there, how long that expansion may have been there for as well, you know, kind of get a read on that as he compares it to his own. But it seems like he's just gonna go on for it too. This attack, 3 gateways being added in, as well as a robotics facility. He sees also how many pylons are there, so that's very crucial in order to know the capability of defense. Multiple pylons usually are put here in order to defend with the multiple photon overcharges, and that's going to be crucial if puCK decides to commit to this attack. So, are we going to see it? I don't see it just yet. Oh, pause going down, but I was assuming that there would be some kind of pylon, and you do see, of course, the gateway getting turned into a warp gate in order to have more warp-in capability. Don't have to deal with that like 500-second warp-in when you don't have one. So seems like NightEnD is ready. Just a little bit of issue that he might have had to take care of. There is already a probe on the map here for puCK, but I don't know if he's actually going to commit to this. I think he is, because he's still chrono boosting the blink. You know, if he decided not to, he could have chrono boosted his Nexus instead, but it does look like he has the chrono boost on his natural Nexus, so that does make a bit of sense to me. You know, still not going to neglect that defense by getting the double pylon, and he's not going to neglect his economy either. He's just going to go for the blink, and then he's also going to be chrono boosting probes out so that he has a kind of backup plan if this attack does not work. I don't even think he's going to commit to it too much just yet because we don't see that pylon here. The Warp Prism, though, will be puCK's reinforcement. And NightEnD is continuing to probe. I mean, his Chrono Boost is going on his Nexus, but I don't know where the second one is going just yet. He might have had it on something else and then it finished, but I don't see it used just yet. But I mean, with the Immortal here, he is going to have a decent amount of defenses, a good amount of Stalkers as well, but definitely not the same amount of Stalkers as puCK has. I mean, that's the only unit that puCK is making at the moment. Charge lots are going to also come into the equation here, but not for this battle, most likely. I think puCK might just kind of use this for some map control, and he could even... Oh, can he blink up into the main here? I think he can. Don't believe he has to go all the way around, and if he does, this could be annoying for NightEnD. Not game-ending, but just very annoying. And this is a good scout here for puCK. You're going to get that Photon Overcharge, though, with 2 Immortals. I just don't know if puCK can take it. With some good blinks, though, he is going to go for it. Jumping on Immortal number 1 does go down. Immortal number 2 is going to go down as well. And there's not enough Stalkers here for NightEnD. I don't know where his Mothership Core is. It looks like he is going to just hang on back. It is inside of the mineral line of his main. And that is going to allow that double Photon Overcharge, quadruple Photon Overcharge, and puCK is committing. He didn't blink onto the low ground. He blinked, I almost said blunk, but just a word only if you play StarCraft 2, I guess. But that's a lot of Stalkers here, and he's not letting up just yet. Those Photon Overcharges only last for about 12 seconds. puCK is committing fully to this, but he is just going to keep on going with it. Some good micro with the Warp Prism, and that is puCK's only way of reinforcement at the moment. So if NightEnD targeted it down, he would be able to stop it, but then he would take massive amounts of damage on his own army. There's still a lot of Photon Overcharges ready here for NightEnD. This is looking pretty okay, though. You know, it's nothing too crazy out of the Protoss puCK here, but it is going to be some great micro once again. Hasn't lost too many of the Stalkers yet, but Zealots do incredibly well against those Stalkers, but puCK is trading so well with the combination of the Blink as well as the Warp Prism. This is insane, actually. He's actually being able to take out these Immortals, perhaps. The shields are already done, and with some Warpings of some Zealots, that's going to help out, though with Charge finished, the Zealots are going to be incredibly effective against the Stalkers, and after all that, they are dead even in supply, at least in the worker count. And before that last Warping. Very nice defense there from NightEnD, able to take it, and now he's on a superior tech. He has the Charge Lots, he has the Immortals, and puCK, well, maybe not the superior tech, as he did drop down a robo of his own during that, and he also got the Robotics Bay. So, his third base is about halfway done. He has, I would say, the better position, actually. I didn't realize that he put down the robo behind that. He's already making disruptors, and he has a Mothership Core that has full energy. So NightEnD is going to go ahead and maybe try to take his own third, but whoa, puCK is going to be able to stop that just for the time being. But Charge Lot Archon is pretty good against pure Blink Stalkers. Now NightEnD does have a few Observers out. I think he has 1. Yeah, he has 2 Observers out. And Dark Templar are going to be here, but oh, here comes the move here to puCK. Going to be able to get that Force Field on the ramp, and NightEnD does not have Blink of his own. And now puCK has locked NightEnD out of his own base. And is not committed to it. Oh, good move there from NightEnD, though. He does make an Archon, because he does have the Templar Archives, in order to break that force field, and puCK realizes that. So, at the cost of a pylon, not too bad, I would say. puCK just kind of getting in the face of NightEnD while he takes a base of his own. Really good play here from puCK so far, while NightEnD is kind of on the back foot. Well, the defensive foot, you know, not the back foot like he's behind, but if he lets this third base go down from puCK without any real answer, then it is going to be him that is behind. But it looks like he's moving on out. Is he going to expand behind it, or is he going for the attack? There are 2 gateways that are in production here from NightEnD, so he might just be going for it. puCK trying to get as much damage done with these Blink Stalkers before, and if he adds some pylons here, yeah, he does. 3 pylons in front of this base. Really smart to take the forward base, only because of the Mothership Core capabilities. So now it looks like NightEnD, he's all in. He's not expanding. There are some disruptors here for puCK, 2 already at the time being, and I think puCK doesn't have his upgrade yet. He had a Forge, but he didn't make the upgrade. NightEnD got +1. So he's going to go in with some Charge Lots and some Archons. Doesn't want to attack right there, though. So if he just kind of skips around here, he could go into the natural or get like a really good position, but he has to worry about the disruptors. So puCK, is he paying attention at the moment? He is sort of, I mean, that wasn't really a great use here. Gonna just use those Charge Lots to get on top of the Blink Stalkers, and he might even get on top of the Disruptors, but a great hit, getting a lot of the Archons as well as 2 of the Immortals. And now NightEnD is pushing on forward, but puCK has a really good position here, as he is able to maybe get a Photon Overcharge. I don't see it just yet. I don't even think he needs it. asserting his dominance by getting this massive concave. Oh no, it looks like NightEnD is just gonna get taken out here. Don't think there's enough here at all. And now puCK might be able to take this here, and GG will be called. Game number 1 will go to our flip side tactic Protoss player. Right, welcome back. Here, once again, spawning in horizontal positions, are these two players in the semifinals of the ASL Bacon Weekly number 4. This guy 1 win away from making the grand finals. It is gonna be Flipside Tactics puCK. And his opponent trying to bring things back, reverse the curse. Can he do it? Using that Romanian magic, it is NightEnD. Representing Neurosoft. And somebody in the chat pointed out that perhaps there was a disruptor from puCK that made it to the mineral line of NightEnD, killing a bunch of probes. Could have missed that one, but if that was the case, then it makes a lot of sense why the reinforcements of NightEnD were pretty weak, and maybe his probe count also was pretty low. Didn't have a third base to fall back on either, so it was a very all-in build there. So let's see how things go here. Level at crest it is. puCK going for that early expansion. Already off of the gateway, while NightEnD doing the same thing. So they're going to use that 4-player map to the fullest in case they don't get scouted super early. We saw puCK able to beat out, I believe it was Ice, right here on this map when he went for a Nexus first, but looking like he is going to go for one of his own this game. And he's going to add that gas on too. He's also going to be banking a lot of gas too, by the way, because he did take his gas before NightEnD, but NightEnD opted to go for the double gas, so that gas should equal out soon enough. But with only 2 in each one of those geysers, it's not going to be as fast as it could. But puCK adding his own gas, maybe he will never actually get caught up in that gas, as he does mine from both of them so far. So I would say the better opener, I mean, very, very slightly so, would be going to puCK for now. But I mean, it's almost like the hatch, you know, hatch versus pool in ZVZ. When one of them goes for hatch first and pool first. Very, very slightly different here from both, as NightEnD gets his mothership core out quicker. And puCK, you know, his mothership core is coming out a little bit slower, but he is going to opt to go for an Adept, while NightEnD goes for the Stalker. And puCK knows exactly what is going on with that expansion. NightEnD should find out at some point. Yeah, there he goes. Does know about it. So they both know that they both did early expansions. And NightEnD, how is he going to react here? Going to drop down that Twilight Council while puCK is already going for the Robo. So a bit of some role reversal here, as... Well, I wouldn't say role reversal, right? Because puCK did go for Blink himself last game, but NightEnD didn't really go for the Robo straight up. Like, actually he did. He went for the Immortals first, so yeah, role reversal here, as we do see it going down. Adept going inside of the main of NightEnD. Not going to commit to it, as he does stay at the natural, the good old juke, but it is not going to trick that Stalker, as he's still going to get a lot of these probe kills, up to 5 already. That Adept coming to clean things up. puCK, though, going to be adding in some Immortals. It's hard to really know what NightEnD is going for at the moment, as I do think that Adept went in but was not able to see that Twilight. And look at that. It's going to be the Dark Shrine coming out of NightEnD. So puCK making Immortals first. I think he did. No Observer on the map here from puCK. His Warp Gate is completed. And he's adding a Twilight Council of his own, so he may be going for an aggressive play himself. But maybe he'll go into that kind of charge lot Immortal himself, and then use the Twilight Council to get a Templar Archive or a Dark Shrine to get some Archons himself. Is, you know, it could work out. This Adept is going to go in for NightEnD, and he is going to commit to it. So he knows exactly what's going on, but he doesn't know exactly what's going on. He sees the Robo, but he doesn't realize that there is no Observer yet. The possibility of an Observer is there, and that might make his DTs, you know, really not that much of a threat. But luckily for him, he is gonna at least... No, he doesn't see what comes out of the Robo. Gonna save his Adept and then mount an attack, perhaps, as he does move out onto the map. Doesn't have any reinforcement pylon just yet. I mean, this Adept running to his death. I don't really think he wants to do that. Slipping on through that force field. And now it is gonna be up to the defense of puCK, who doesn't have a pylon placed in the best of spots, but he could get something done. I mean, he has a Warp Prism. He can go into the main of NightEnD, get some stuff. But, uh-oh, the Warp Prism gonna get shown, and this is, he's gonna commit? No, he doesn't. I never know when the Protoss is gonna commit, and if it's a good idea to do so. But you're gonna play it safe and not do it. Remember that NightEnD does have Dark Shrine completed. 3 of those DTs are gonna come out, but there is an observer on the way from puCK. This observer is gonna go to his army perhaps, but I don't think he commits, yeah. It's really tough to know, but yeah, you really shouldn't do it sometimes. It's pretty obvious that time, right? I think he's going to try to let the DTs do some... Oh, man, actually, puCK is moving on out. He's looking around the map right now to see where NightEnd's army is, but those DTs are going to slip on out. And he doesn't need to realize here that puCK is moving out. I don't think there's another observer here. This is a big deal. There's a Warp Prism here from puCK. He's going to try to do some good adept dropping, but the DTs should be able to get a ton of damage done because there is no defense. Oh my goodness, this could be so devastating to puCK. He has 0 detection at home, but NightEnD also doesn't have any defense at home just yet. He's in the middle of the map, and now it's going to be a Photon Overcharge, which will do some work, but the DTs are here. They're going to take out a Pylon, and they're going into the main of puCK, who is going to frantically try to get out an Observer. puCK is just trying to kind of mitigate his losses at the moment. This Observer is so close to coming out, and he is going to get out, but this DT is going to still get quite a bit of damage done. Go, gets taken out. puCK coming back to his main as he realizes that he took a bit of damage. It wasn't game-ending damage, but hey, still damage. And now their capability of Archons are here for NightEnD. He can make Archons break force fields if he wants to, and Archons are just great all around. So, did he get charged as well? Yep, NightEnD is gonna move in with some charge lots. puCK is gonna go hit those rocks to make sure that he can't get up from there, but NightEnD doesn't want to go from over there. He's gonna get right here on top of puCK, and now is it gonna be enough? This is some good force fields, and the Archons are in the back. Photon Overcharge here from puCK did realize that he needed a Pylon at his natural in a much better spot than their previous one was. But NightEnD, he's deciding if he wants to go in. He's gonna pounce right on top of puCK. He doesn't have any upgrades, but neither does puCK, and those force fields are useless, getting on top of everything. No Photon Overcharge for puCK here, because there are no Pylons. Uh-oh. Looking like NightEnD is going to push on through. His supply is so much better at the moment, but there is an adept drop inside of the main of NightEnD, getting a lot of probe kills done, but I mean, puCK has to hold on to his life right now. He's gonna get overwhelmed, perhaps. He's gonna try to use the SimCity to his advantage because charge lots and Archons don't do well when there are Pylons in the way. He is holding on as best as he can while at least trying to get some damage done in the main of NightEnD. Is it gonna be the end for puCK? He is doing an incredible job here, but with the flank on the other side, the Zealots are gonna go and kill those Stalkers that are on the top. But this is such a close battle, but I don't think it's going to be as close with the reinforcements coming in now. Archons can't get much done, but the probes are starting to fall. They are on equal probes at the moment. Some great warp-ins here from puCK, but it's just not enough, and GG will be called. NightEnD ties things up. Wow. Alright, here we are in the final game of the best of 3 series. It is our Purple Protoss player representing Flipside Tactics, as well as North Dakota, USA. It is puCK. And on the other side of things, representing Romania, it is going to be the Red Protoss player, representing also Neurosoft, NightEnD. Here we go. 2-player map, a gigantic one at that. A lot of potential for some hidden stuff. puCK gonna go and move on out with this probe, as NightEnD does. They will not pass each other silently in the night, as they do take the opposite route. And looking like very similar builds out of both. Gateway into the gas. It's very, very similar. It's like nothing really to comment on here, except for the fact that puCK has defeated NightEnD before in a best of 5 or a best of 7 series. And they did play on this map before. So, if NightEnD can reverse it, he can be able to go into those finals to face off against top. And also, I mean, I think the bigger victory for him is just beating puCK here. Because NightEnD was really, really good in the ASL Prime LOTV. He only dropped, I believe, 2 or 3 maps throughout the whole tournament, only to fall at the end. So, definitely something, you know, a bit of a bittersweet end there where, yeah, you made it to the finals with a great record, but you didn't quite take it in the end. And that's what these players want. They want to win. They want to win. Get all the bacon. You can get a lot more bacon with $75 than you can with 25. About 3 times more bacon. So here we go. Gonna be a really early Nexus here out of puCK, but there is a gas steal from NightEnD. Notice that there was a bit of some shenanigans from puCK himself, who was delaying the expansion of NightEnD. That's exactly what he wanted to do as well, as you did see him go up to almost 600 minerals there. And that delayed expansion could be a very nice advantage. I mean, the difference between not being able to mine those minerals is not as big of a deal as trying to mine the gas, but I mean, maybe it is actually. I mean, Protoss does tend to really like that gas, you know, get that tech out. And only mining from one gas is going to be a big deal, actually. I thought about it, and then it does make sense that I don't know which one is worse, but definitely both of these players kind of being pain in each other's asses. So it is going to be the probe of NightEnD that does get taken out by that mothership core. And then puCK will finally take the gas in his main, but he did opt to take the double gas in his natural first. So, tech coming out here from NightEnD first. The robotics facility, he did have the gas earlier, so he's able to put it down and actually utilize the tech, while puCK is just now going to put down his own Twilight Council. So, the probe count looking a lot better for puCK, as he did have that other Nexus, allowing him to get that double probe production, while NightEnd's Nexus only just now finished, not too long ago. And it looks like a Twilight Council of NightEnD is going to go down as well. So Robo and it's a Twilight, the guess is just going to be for the Observer. And then maybe we'll see the Adept upgrade. I don't know. NightEnD used to really like those Adepts. And getting that shield upgrade, I mean, I don't know in like a battle here, what would be better? Getting the longevity out of the Adepts from the shield upgrade or that 45% attack speed? I'm not really sure, but we may not even see that here. So let's find out what the Twilight Council is for, as it does complete here for NightEnD. puCK does not have any detection of his own just yet, as he did go for the Twilight and did not decide to put down a Robo. It's only just now being, it's just now starting. And a Dark Shrine will be here for NightEnD. So a delayed Robo out of puCK shouldn't be too late in case the DTs come. So if he goes for an Observer first, he is going to be able to have detection. But sometimes having detection isn't enough. If your army is in the wrong position, you're going to lose a lot of probes or a lot of mining time. So let's see how it does go down. puCK is mounting an attack himself. He has his warp gates completing and an additional 2, 3, 4 gateways on the way to his total of 6. Or 7 rather. And NightEnD is going to be able to see this. And with Blink on the way, as well as an Observer, puCK is not going to take too much damage here at all from the DTs, unless NightEnD is able to slip in some of those DTs after the fact. But it's going to be very hard for him to do that unless he does get a Warp Prism. And he can do that because he does have that robotics facility, and he already has a Warp Prism, so I think that's exactly what we're going to see. The Observer should be able to at least spot for puCK, or at least spot for NightEnD, but he's going to lose it, and down goes the Observer here, and that gives away that puCK does have an Observer. So instead of just going in, I think he would wait for NightEnD to at least, or he would wait for puCK to move out onto the map and then get those DTs in, you know, a kind of distractionary tactic while NightEnD gets something going of his own. He's going to add a few more gateways to here too, and I think no, he didn't get Blink. He is really loving the charge upgrade. He loves his charge lots. Not really a big fan of the Blink Stalkers, it looks like. And that is what puCK loves, you know, puCK loves his Blink Stalkers, and he's going to be adding that here. Oh, you know what? NightEnD is just going to go on out. He's just going to go for it, and luckily for him, puCK is already left. I don't see an Observer here. It looks like it's with the army of puCK, and now, yeah, Photon Overcharge. But I mean, he can't see it. Oh, wait, he can. What? Maybe there was another Observer here. Yeah, it is going to pop out of that robotics. Really good here from puCK, because he is going to try to make an attack happen. NightEnD going to lose his other Dark Templar. And when you invest in that, look at the army. The army of NightEnD is really non-existent, and he doesn't even have any sentries to block out this attack that is coming from puCK. This could be big, but he could use them for defense here, as I think both of the Observers of puCK are at home. But no, puCK does have 3 Observers, playing it incredibly safe with a ton of Blink Stalkers. But with 2 Immortals, this could be good. Charge is almost done here for NightEnD, so if he just waits a tiny bit, using the Immortals to at least buy some time, These Zealots are going to get all up on those Stalkers here, but he doesn't want to lose them yet. He has a superior position here at the top of the ramp, and puCK may not commit to it because warping in sentries does usually mean you want to contain your opponent. And walking up that ramp could be suicide here. He doesn't know that there is a charge here for a NightEnD, but he'll find that out shortly if he does poke up. He might even go and just take a base of his own, puCK, but this DT of NightEnD is trying to get something done, not able to really do it, but puCK is going to go ahead for the blink. Ooh, losing a few of those Stalkers, got to be so careful. And I think he's just going to kind of chill here. This is a very risky move here from puCK. The charge loss not able to get a lot of surface area at all. That's all they're going to get, but the two Immortals are attacking, even keeping one of them back. But the DTs are going to be moving in here from NightEnD. Also, one Zealot attacking a gateway of all things. Maybe a little bit of a misstep there. But yeah, he's just going to try to do something, as he did try to drop a few more inside of the mineral line of puCK, who still has not taken an expansion here. So I wasn't sure if he's trying to take it and then just at least contain NightEnD for as long as he can. But puCK going for some Dark Templarage of his own. NightEnD did not invest in the Observer. Oh man, this could be big. If NightEnD is over here just kind of thinking about defending, when these DTs hit from puCK, it's going to be pretty big. But those Zealots are going to go ahead and try to get some damage done on top of that Robo. I think he's just focusing it down. That is a really big investment, but he does take it out. And now some good damage being done here from NightEnD, but he doesn't know about the DTs. Oh no! Does he even realize it? I think he's focused too much on the other thing. Oh, and he's going to go ahead right and attack the robotics facility. This could be game ending. I think this is it. This is not going to be good. He needs to put the Chrono Boost on it, but is it even going to be enough? puCK moving on in. This is not a good position for charge loss to go in, and now down goes the Robo, and this is just going to probably spell the end here for NightEnD. Wait a minute. He does have Photon Overcharge, or Photon Cannons being made inside of his mineral lines, so he can at least preserve one of his bases. Oh, the Mothership Core gets taken out. And now with that Photon Cannon going down, this main is screwed. Whoa, what is NightEnD gonna do? He's trying to get some damage done. He does have a bit of some warp-ins inside of the main of puCK, but he defends with his own DTs. NightEnD, he feels the pressure. He has to go now, and the force field is gonna be so good here. And the DTs are just doing so much. Just peeling away, or at least just stripping away the shields of those units of NightEnD. But if NightEnD can lure these DTs into the range of the cannon, they will be taken out. puCK has to pay attention. These are so crucial here. These DTs are doing so much work, and they're going to get taken out. But puCK now getting a really great advantage here, a positioning advantage here. Going to go ahead and take out the Cybernetics Core. And now, you know, I don't think it's as big of a deal here, because NightEnD has just been warping in those Zealots instead. But just any damage is good here. It does let NightEnD get some time to get that robotics back up, and he's going to want to get that Observer out once again. I don't think puCK realizes that he could actually do some more work with those DTs. But that time is very, yeah, he does realize it. That time is running out, as an Observer is on the way. And he's just going for the army. He's just going to go for it, I think. This is pretty ballsy here from puCK, who's taking a base of his own. Rather than going in for the kill, he's just going to do the containing that he wanted to do before. And then he's just going to go ahead and take a base behind it. puCK, though, he has so many Blink Stalkers. Oh, he already uses Blink, though. And now he's just going to go in, but he force fields it. And now going to take out 4 of the Zealots, perhaps, getting in some more damage done. I love it. The sentries are on the low ground. He's going to get another force field here. But the Warpin of NightEnD is going down. Another 2 force fields. And this is just great damage. I mean, is he losing that many Stalkers? Not really. However, it looks like the third base of puCK will be finishing during all this. And puCK can blink on out if he wants to. 4 Immortals, 5 Immortals. That's a lot to deal with here, puCK. That's a lot of DPS, man. I mean, you might want to get that Immortal, but you're going to lose a lot of Stalkers if you're not careful. And now, the Zealots are going down. puCK just getting the hell on out of there. Doesn't need to press it. Don't need to press the issue here, puCK. He does have that advantage of the Nexus. And the main of NightEnD is mining out, of course, for both players. This is Legacy of the Void. And those bases mine out so fast. And NightEnD, he's in a bit of a pickle here. I mean, he has to try to expand or go for a big attack himself. And I mean, with a lot of Immortals, he could do it. But it would just be, I don't know, it's like that decision you have to make. If puCK knows it is coming, and he sets up a really good defensive position, he'll be able to do the Photon Overcharge, defend his third, and then win the game. So, NightEnD has to make a big decision here. I mean, his time is running out. He's going to try to go down the ramp. He has the Archons here. There are no more sentries. Good blink micro here from puCK as NightEnD does have to go down that narrow choke. And DT's trying to come from behind, but there is an observer here for puCK. And now a lot of NightEnd's options are starting to just kind of, you know, they're running out. The options that he has are just not there as much anymore. As he continues to try to get damage done with the DTs inside of the third of puCK. Oh no, that was a Zealot rather. The DTs of puCK are able to actually win that battle there because the Zealots can't see them. That'd be terrifying. You're wondering why you're getting all these cuts over your body and you don't see anything happening. Just like, what the hell's going on? puCK asking what the hell's going on inside of the base of NightEnD as he does move on in. But NightEnD did shuttle some of those units onto the low ground. Gonna take out that Warp Prism perhaps, but the DTs of puCK are gonna be able to do a lot of damage here. This is just not looking good for NightEnD. He doesn't even have the observer here. Does he even have one on the map? It is all the way inside of his main. He has to bring it on back. If he's able to trade good here, or trade well, he will be able to at least equalize and then get an attack going of his own. But puCK with pure Stalker and DT, looking like how I did the missions in the Legacy of the Void prologue. That's what I did. Stalker DT all day. I think this advantage is a little bit too much to overcome here from NightEnD. puCK already has his third base mining, just getting further and further ahead. And the fact that he's denied the third of NightEnD for so long is really going to show in the next coming minutes. As long as puCK doesn't throw away all of his Stalkers, then, I mean, we're going to see a very hard army for NightEnD to overcome. But wait a minute! Yeah, you do not want to engage it just yet. He's just trying to poke at the army. I mean, pure Stalker at a puCK. That's it. You know, it's a very defensive posture at home, but it's just the Stalkers, one of the most mobile units in the game. Able to just keep on poking at NightEnd's army, who is running out of resources. His main is completely dried out. I mean, at this point, you might as well pull probes. I mean, I don't really see him taking an expansion. There are gold bases. Ooh, some nice disruptor hits. I think that was actually enough. He's just going to fight here with Blink Stalkers. puCK. No upgrades on either side. This battle, a one-sided one looking here for puCK. Takes out the Archons, and soon the Immortal will fall. NightEnD drops to the mighty Stalker force of puCK in this best of 3 series, and he will be going on over to the grand finals.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.